Hey everyone, and welcome to Awesome Riff of the Day and How to Play It Friday edition. Today we're going to have a look at the fantastic and heavy as fuck opening riff to Voodoo by Tony Iommi and Black Sabbath from the band's 1981 album, The Mob Rules. Now, maybe I'm mistaken here, but in the pantheon of famous and well-known Black Sabbath guitar riffs, this one rarely gets much of a mention. I looked up about 7 or 8 internet lists of the greatest Tony Iommi Black Sabbath guitar riffs, and I couldn't find it listed on any of them. It could be because it's from a less than high profile Sabbath track from the Mob Rules album, but as far as Tony Iommi riffs go, it's certainly one of his very best, at least as far as I'm concerned, with a lot more going on in it than initially meets the eye, or ear, I suppose. Now, not taking anything away from Iommi's incredible skills at crafting classic metal guitar riffs, but a large majority of his most well-known riffs are simple, straight-up power chord riffs, and generally fairly simple to play. It's in the creating of those riffs is where Tony Iommi's real talent lie, at least in this regard. This one, however, is different. This one's not so easy to play, and to play correctly, as there's some tricky right-hand work at play here in this one. Economy picking, to be more precise, or little mini sweeps, if you like. Plus there's double stops, slides, hammer-ons, and whatnot, all stuff that's separated from just banging out power chords, like many of Iommi's other famous riffs. And speaking of playing it correctly, let's break this one down, shall we, and show you exactly how to play this great Tony Iommi Black Sabbath riff. But first, let's close in here a little bit on the fretboard. Alright then, let's have a look at how to play this one, Voodoo by Tony Iommi and Black Sabbath. We are tuned down 1/2 step for this one, which is typical of Black Sabbath of this era. Here's your tuning. And it starts with an open D string, and then you're going to hammer on with your index finger, hammer on to 5 of the D, and then you're going to go down to the 5 of the G, and you're kind of going to hold it in a double stop, and then you're going to go back to the D, both on the upstroke. So it starts on a downstroke, and then you're going to go up on the 5 of the G, 5 of the D. And then you're going to go into chugging on the open A string, palm muted, 3 times. And then you're going to grab that double stop on the upstroke, and then jump up here to this little double stop, which is on the G and the B string at the 7th fret and the 8th fret. Right there. Now you're going to do the same little pattern, that right there, but now we're going to do it on the A and the D string at the 5th fret. And then off to an open A, and then you're going to grab a double stop on the 7 and then back it off to 5. And hit the open A again. And then back into the original one, right there on the D and the G. So from the beginning. Back into chugging again, the open A 3 times. Double stop again. All the double stops in this are all on the upstrokes. Back to that double stop on the 7 and the 8. This time we're going to kind of slide out of it. And then immediately jump onto the double stop at the 5 and slide that back into an A power chord. Which you're going to hit 3 times. So you see that slide? Hit the open A, drop into the double stop on 5, and then slide it back into an A power chord. And that's the riff. So like I said, there's a bit more going on in this riff than just banging on, you know, just banging on power chords. So let's run through that slowly, and then we're going to have a look at a couple of little fills during the first verse. Now, just after the first verse, there's a little break before he enters into the second verse, and he's also playing that under the first verse. D power chord, you're going to go a little down, up, down, and then you're going to jump off to a single note here at the 3rd fret, that G note, back to the D 3 more times, and then jump off to the 2nd fret, that F sharp there. So, and then back to riding the open A. And then we're back into the riff again for the second verse. And then for the chorus, it's a C power chord. Then you're going to grab the 3rd fret of the low E and then off into an A power chord. And then you're going to start riding that open A. And I think it's for like a 12 count. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And when you get that the 3 of the low E, you're going to give it a little downwards tug. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 3rd time, he just goes right from C right to A without the G note there. And then just lets it ring. And then back into the riff. And that, my friends, is how you play Voodoo, minus the solo, of course. We'll look at the solo maybe at another time if there's enough interest. Hope that was helpful to you, and hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you. Please drop me a subscribe. You know, if this video helped you out, give it a like, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload something new. That would be fantastic. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.